got it going finally.
Take
We're
two,
back.
it's all good. Spent a lot of take twos around here.
A lot of take twos.
Not post production, not pre though.
Yeah, that's right.
Pre's a little.
What's up, everybody? Wherever you are listening or watching, we appreciate you tuning in. Welcome to All Day Bets with Alex Jacobs and Manny Ruffin. The All-Star game has concluded. All-Star weekend has concluded. We will have our thoughts on that. Draymond Green had a numerous amount of comments on his thoughts on how that all went down. Team USA versus Team Canada was this weekend as well. U.S. clinches their Thursday final against hopefully the rematch against Canada. I also was locked into the Daytona 500 this weekend, and
Got a little messy out there.
it did get messy out there. I'm
My boy,
nowhere
I forget
near.
his last name. It was Peter something. Motherfucker car flipped upside down. I don't know how, bro. He was doing a wheelie for like a minute. That motherfucker.
Airborne.
Praying for him. I mean, they said he walked off, so I
Yeah.
guess he was cool. But like, I'm just praying for you.
There was his quote was
like from the car. That shit probably just looks crazy. You like, oh shit, like, cause you probably so locked in. They said you be burning calories. You sweating.
going
bro.
190 miles
You're
an hour.
adrenaline, yeah, you going 190, and then it's just like one bump, doom, and then a bump from the back, doom, and then I'm just in the air, like, oh shit.
He had one hell of a statement talking about the draft and how his car got airborne, saying that once everything was quiet, once he got in the air, he said, all I could think about was my daughter.
Yeah.
And then I was able to walk away. And I feel like you're either super into it or you're not. I feel like it's kind of a comparison to like WWE. You're either super into it or you're not. And I'm not into it.
I had no idea what the fuck was
But
going on.
talking with the guys that were at this party that are big into it, like I learned a lot about it. And then on top of that, I can understand why people are in it. Like just learning about, the drafting and the different, game plans that these teams have. And if, all Ford cars will go pit at the same time. So then it can fuck with the other drafting for the Chevy cars and the Toyota cars. Like all that stuff that I didn't know. I'm like, I can see how you can get into this.
Fuck yeah.
And then like the last 5 laps, the last 2 laps, the last lap, all the passing, all the craziness, back-to-back wrecks in the last 2 laps. Like I can see how you can get locked into it. And a lot of people that were there were like, this is our Super Bowl. We're football fans.
I'm crashing out on motherfuckers if you make me wreck in the final lap. I swear to I'm getting out my car and we're gonna have to fight, bro.
Because if you can finish, it's all about points too.
Nah, because what the fuck you doing from behind me? I saw the one crash. It was like I think it was the last lap. And everything was cool, bro. You could see the one, I forget what color the car was, but the car was in the front. And you were like, oh, he about to win this joint. You trying to pass him. But there's a couple people like, you straight getting bumped in the back. And you bro, I'm fighting, bro. What are you doing? No. My Ridge coming out, all that shit, bro. Because you lost, bro. You in 9th place. You in 10th. Bro, you not about to win this joint, bro. What you trying to pass me for now? And then get your 8th place. Fight for your little 7th place. What you crashing for? Bro, if somebody crashed into me in the last lap, because it's like if I'm 5th or something, I'm 4th, I'm not about to win it. Maybe I could win it.
But it's about points.
I'm about to get my top 5. I'm about to get my top 4. And you make me crash out, bro. I'm fighting. Like, we have to fight. That is fucking great. Take your 8th place, bro. Ain't that deep? You try, like, how many more points you gonna get for 8th place to 6th place? You trying to crash into motherfuckers, bro. I'm fighting over that shit. Me personally, but they probably all cool and all that. But I'm fighting, bro. Didn't they used to fight? I think I seen
They
somebody.
used it, yeah. I mean,
I seen somebody fight over that shit, bro. I'm fighting, bro. That shit would have pissed me off.
You can see how electric that NASCAR can be, and who
You
knows?
had all that time. How many laps is it?
I threw
How many laps is it?
that was 500 laps.
You had 480 laps to crash. You had 490 laps to crash.
Or 200 laps.
I'm about to
500
say,
miles.
That's not even. That's still. You had
100
You had 195 laps to crash.
Yeah.
And you gonna crash to me lap 198? I'm fighting, bro. I'm fighting. Like you couldn't. Nah, bro. We right here at the end, bro. That's crazy.
It was fun getting locked into that. I threw a couple bucks on some guys to win. My one main guy that I bet on, he was leading for he was competing with first or second for 80 laps. And we're getting down to the final 40 laps. And I'm like, if you can just hang in the top 3 there, I got a shot. And I'm starting to sweat. I'm here. And then he gets hit from the back right side of his car when he was in the middle.
Yeah, nah, I'm crashing.
They're coming
out.
off the wall. Somebody does a little bump, and then he gets hit, and he spins out, and then there was a whole wreck, and then he's gone. I'm like, are you fucking
crashing
kidding
out.
me?
I'm crashing
I
out.
was 31 laps away from a possible win, but also just the last 10 laps, If he's in it, it would have been such a great sweat. So I can see how this is going to be electric. Who knows? Maybe I'll lock in and throw some.
That's like, bro. I mean, you ever, you know what I'm saying, bro? It's not like you took somebody's girlfriend, but you took somebody's little shit at the bar. Like he thought that was his little shit for the night. You might have scooped her up. You might have bought her a couple drinks. Then he want to come pressure when you leaving. Why you pressing me when I'm leaving the spot with the You should have crashed out when I bought her the first drink. The fuck? And the other question, how many cars is it to start the race?
It was 40.
And how many cars finished? Because I'm thinking
Like
about the
half
Rex.
the field.
Bro, I couldn't even run the lap. Like, I'm fighting, bro. There's no way I prepared all year for this race and you crash into me. I have 30 laps to go. I'm fighting, bro. I can't even finish the fucking race.
Because you get nothing if you finish. Like if you're
no, yeah, I'm fighting. So if I'm in front of 15 people minding my business, going 190, I'm locked into what I got going on. But in this dickhead, he mad because he in 20th place, so he gonna try to get in front of me, and he crashed into me. I ain't do nothing wrong, but now I can't finish, and I get no points. I'm fighting, bro. I'm fighting.
And this, at least from what,
I will get kicked the fuck out of NASCAR.
At least what these guys said, like even though they treat this as their Super Bowl, like they were saying that the Daytona 500 is the Super Bowl of NASCAR.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, okay,
yeah,
like I can understand why there's all hype about it.
Yeah,
and
somebody was gonna get fucked up fucking with me, bro, crashing into my shit.
That shit was
expensive.
electric.
My expensive ass car. I'm going all types of fast. You could kill me. Nigga, what? I'm fighting.
10% chance to die when you hop in these whips.
Yeah, you try. See, that's like part of my. Dude, it's so dangerous, bro. So now you want to be Macho Man with 3 laps to go, and you already in 12th place trying around this, bro. I'm fighting. Like
going
what
190 miles an hour.
Nah, bro. I fuck with NASCAR now.
Those guys are insane.
I'm trying to see people fight.
When I think next weekend there's another big race. We'll have to get together and watch one of those, because watching the whole thing from start to finish, just seeing now the details that I know is the things I'll be looking out for. It's just electric. Like when people try to pass, who they're trying to draft behind, like their teammates. There's like 3 or 4 guys on each team, and they're like, think about like fucking Step Brothers when they're like, I'll slingshot you, like shit like that. Like with the drafting, it just now opened my eyes a little bit more, where I was like, who can sit here and watch these guys go in circles for fucking 3.5 hours? And now I'm like, oh wait, I could possibly see, if you understand what's going on, why this shit's fucking electric.
They still do the Bristol joint. I decided to Bristol.
Oh, they do say it's hard. It's like it's tough to go because you can't really talk when you're there because it's so fucking loud, and you gotta wear the fucking headphones and everything.
That's why people be trying to go to F1 races. Bro, I went to one F1 racing, like it was like a tier 2 joint, but it was in Maryland. We was in the skyscraper building watching from the sky. It was hella people in there. It was just nice. I was young, boy. I'm like, damn, mama, you came out for that.
It's like Miami Grand Prix with them too.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't the top tier. It was like tier 2, tier 3, but it was in Maryland. I was a young boy though, but we was in a skyscraper watching that shit. I'm like, this is, and whenever I think about when people say like F1 blowing up, I'm like, that's why that shit blowing up. I couldn't drink, I couldn't hang out, but I was looking around, I'm like, yeah, they hanging. You know what I'm saying? They got their little shit on, little polos on. They might have had a little AP on.
Little AP.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to flex.
So what's this rant that you brought today?
Oh, bro, that shit had me mad, bro. I'm in a gas station for like 10 minutes, bro, waiting in line, bro. So I want to talk about gas station etiquette, bro. So you go to the gas station, right? Anytime. Like, you got to go in there for 1 to 3 things max. Like, and I'm adding gas on this too. Like, you might get a snack or 2 and gas. You might get 3 snacks. You might get the Zen gas combo. But you got to go in there for 1 to 3 things max. I'm behind this shorty, bro. She got like 8 things. And I'm like, yo, this is what the grocery store for. Like, you wanted to get a little pack of apple. You didn't want to get 24 apple juices. You wanted to get 6. Get you a little 8-pack of Acme. You might save a little something. She got like 4 chips. Like, yo, go to CVS. Oh, like, why you coming? You want to get? We try to grab and go. Everybody in here knows what the 1, 2 things they need. That shit gonna cost $10. I'm gonna get my shit. I'm gonna go. Why are we waiting in line for 10 minutes for you? That's like,
and everyone's got a place to be.
Bro, I ain't not coming to the gas station to hang out. Matter of fact, I go to the gas station because I went to the Sunoco. The Wawa right there. And the Wawa, like, Wawa etiquette's a little different than gas station etiquette. Because Wawa etiquette, You could go in there and get a little lost. You know what I'm saying? You might be fried. You might be drunk. You might, oh, this shit look good. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, if I go to Wawa, I'm waiting behind somebody in line, I'm not pressed. I'm like, he probably saw some shit. He got a little pint of Ben and Jerry's for later. You know what I'm saying? A little Butterfinger. I'm fucking with that. It's Wawa. You in the gas station, bro. I'm talking about the little gas stations. Not like if it's got a big little, if it's one of them gas stations, you got a big section with a lot of food. They do like little hot dogs and shit. Whatever, take it out. But if you at a gas station, they don't do nothing but sell gas,
gum,
Celsius, gum, Sour Patch Kids, and motherfucking phone chargers. You should not be that bitch for no longer than 5 minutes, bro. You should go in there knowing exactly what the fuck you about to get. I had a real, and it was cool because she was polite. I came in there, she was talking about, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah. Because then the people that's working there, they're not even used to these big transactions. Not a register fucking up. Now they asking for the manager help. Now they sign into the register and sign out the register. Now they taking a receipt paper, flip out the receipt paper. All because you want to get 10 motherfucking things. I'm sitting here, I'm about to do a show, I need my Celsius. I'm not even trying to be that, but I'm just like, yo, why you coming to you getting 11 things at the gas? Yo, like, go to Wawa right over there. Like, what the and they all cost the same. I'm not tripping. Like, you're not saving no money going to Sunoco over Wawa. Sunoco might be more expensive. I don't even know. I just go into Sunoco because I know I be in that motherfucker. No one's in there. If someone is in there before me, they need 25, 30 on pump 3, and it's whatever.
On pump 3.
Like, that shit really pissed me off, bro. I've been waiting in line for 10 minutes. Like, yo. And she was nice, though, so that's why I'm not really too mad at her. But I just want to do a little rant on just proper gas. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's free bet etiquette. There's bonus bet etiquette. There's fucking blackjack in the casino table etiquette.
Absolutely.
And then there's gas station etiquette. You know what I'm saying? Don't be flicking up in a gas station for 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Move, get the fuck out. Don't be buying 20 things.
That was also a solid segue with the blackjack etiquette.
Absolutely.
I know you strategically found a way to put that in there. I like that.
Absolutely.
I like that out of you. Ranking the top 3 table games at a casino.
I'm very interested to see how you say. And at the casino.
At the casino.
Not none of y'all.
Not online.
Yeah, Poker Star motherfuckers and shit like
not
that.
FanDuel Casino, not DraftKings Casino.
Stake.com motherfuckers dropping the ball from the top.
Right.
Yeah, nah, we talking
at the casino. We're not talking about, Stake.com, roulette, hitting lottos on slots and fucking
roulette and
sweet
shit with
bonanza, whatever. Yeah,
we ain't doing
We're
that.
talking at a actual casino
live,
establishment. Ranking the top 3 table games, I'm going to go 3-1. I'm not a big roulette guy. I know people that are. I never can really get into it. If I'm doing it, I'll maybe go red or black. And
it's not even in the rankings.
No. I could put it in top 5, but I would put it in a top 3 ranking. It is not in my top 3. I'm going to put blackjack at my 3.
Okay.
And then at my 2, as of recent, I've been having a lot of fucking fun at this game, Spanish 21. They take the 10s out. So it's a 48 card deck. There's no 10s. You also get paid out anytime you get 21. And you can hit on a double. So if you get a double, like you double down on a 10 versus a 3, and you get a 12, you can hit that again. You don't have to sit there and be like, get stuck with that 12 versus a 3 on the double. And more importantly, you do get paid out on that 21. So even if the dealer flips 21, you were already paid out on your 21.
I see.
So I like that too.
There's no insurance.
None of that. So you get it for like if they have an ace, obviously you like, but like if I'm getting 21 first and they have a 10 and they get, 7 for 17 and then a 4 for 21, I already won. I was already paid out. So I like that too. It's just a little bit different. You can win a little bit more money. It's just a little harder because you're not normally, if you get a 12 in regular blackjack, you're probably not hitting that versus a 6. You actually may be thinking about hitting that when you're playing Spanish 21. So that's a fun game that we will play on the late night after we're playing regular blackjack. And then number 1, everybody should know this, it's the fucking craps table. Absolutely electric. You're there with a group of people.
It might have found a way in my rankings. That shit is fire.
You're there with your boys. You're rooting for everybody to shoot well with a group of people. If you're going there with a couple people, it's still fine to go fuck around. Everybody at the craps table is there to have a good time. So you're all talking with everybody there. But I like it when I go with like a group of like 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. We fill up the whole table and we know everybody there. We're all talking to each other, rooting for each other. That's the best game on the planet. And obviously, you have very, very increased odds for winning that game. I would probably throw, if I was doing the top 5, I'd put roulette in there. I'd put baccarat in there. But yeah, for my top 3, it'd have to be blackjack at 3, Spanish 21, and then obviously the craps at 1.
Yeah, so rankings is tough. It's one game in my rankings that I don't play.
Okay.
But I'm going to go at 3 Oh, it's just so hard for me. Cause I've never. So this is gonna sound crazy, but I think I've played baccarat at the casino like a handful of times.
It's literally just a 50-50.
Compared to blackjack, but I kind of fuck with baccarat because a couple times I've played it, especially with my boys. It's like we'll all pick a side and
Just
ride it. And I'm gonna put baccarat 3 over blackjack for that specific reason, just because the community and all that. I kind of like that. And I was gonna put craps in, but I don't have enough craps experience. But craps is fun as shit, bro. Craps is fun as shit. I just gotta get more into it. 2, this is gonna be surprising, but 2 I'm gonna go poker. Okay. And I don't even play poker, but I fuck with poker. I feel like it's just like a classic, like especially if you go to casino play a game at a table, like it's usually classically poker. Like a lot of people just go there to play poker. I feel like I still want to learn poker, but you can also, that's a game that's easy to take away from the casino too. Like you sitting there watching, you host a Super Bowl party, like people can just play poker, chill and shit. I fuck with poker. I just gotta learn how to play it more.
And also like,
and you can watch it too. Like I fuck with poker, bro. I just don't play it.
You're not playing against the casino. You're playing against
the people at the table.
The man,
yeah, it's a little
So
different.
like
That's
you're
why
trying to read the person rather than trying to beat the casino.
Yeah, there's like a little bit like I kind of like that competitive like PvP in it. And the number one is gonna sound crazy, but I actually like roulette, bro. I feel like every time I go to the casino with the guys and play roulette, like there's so many different things you could play other people's numbers. You could always have the number play for 35x. You and your boy, like, you know me, Aiden be doing it. We like, all right, we going red or black, like go back and forth there. Like I don't know.
You could do odd or even.
You can do odd, even you can do columns.
First, third, second, third, third.
It feels like magical. Like I don't know, bro. Like it just, I fuck with being at the roulette table with a bunch of guys. Even if it's just one of your guys, like go there real quickly, let's play a couple numbers, get out. I don't know why. It's like for some reason I always find myself at a casino stopping at the roulette table at least once just to see what was going on, just for the energy, bro. And I feel like it's one of them tables too. Like craps is kind of like that, where like you could celebrate and it's not frowned upon. Like you celebrate too hard at the blackjack table, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
When like you ever roulette, like you hit the number, ain't nobody like good shit, bro. Like damn, like some people might get a little, but it's like it's cool to celebrate at the roulette.
We
table.
were there before the Super Bowl just because I had cash, so I just wanted to place a bet at the sports book just because it's the last game of the year. We just wanted the feel for doing that, and we went in there and just because we have our cards, like I went there with Seamus and we had $25 direct bets that we can play on a couple of the table games. So the craps was already full. You can't do it on regular blackjack. Spanish 21 wasn't even open yet. So we're like, all right, our only option is roulette. So we just go there and we're reading the board and there was a lot of black there. So I'm like, all right, why don't we just fuck it?
Red.
Just put the $25 direct bet, put the piece of paper down, put it on red. Everybody else that was on the table, like put black and then did numbers. We got red and then they looked at us and they were like, good shit on the red. I'm like, so like to your point, being like, people acknowledge it too.
Yeah, like that's why, I wanted to put craps in there at 3, but bro, like every time I play craps, literally like it's like blackjack. There's always somebody at the table that's pissed off.
I'm hit or miss.
That's like fucking the vibe up.
As of recent.
You know what I'm saying? Like I hate when I'm playing blackjack and there's one person that's just fucking the vibe up. And the same with craps. It's like, bro, don't fuck the vibe
I've never
up,
had
bro.
an experience at craps where like I win a little bit of money. I either lose what I brought, or I go up like $1,000 or $2. Yeah. Like that's just how it goes. Yeah. Like and I've
craps is fucking electric.
I like going there when I would like to say that I am able to go there and win a little bit so that I can go somewhere else and fuck around. Yeah. But like most of the time it's either I'm there for like 3-4 hours and I walk out of there with like fucking $1,700 or I bring $200 and I lose it in the first 4 shooters. Yeah. Like that's just how it goes.
We gotta do some casino rankings, bro. We gotta go to different casinos. Like a Vegas trip is required.
That would be a cool like Vegas trip segment for that. Like that'd be a cool like YouTube series.
Yeah, go to different casinos.
We could do like Valley Forge, we could do Live, we could do Harris, AC. We could do Caesars, that AC, we could do Ocean and AC. That would be a cool YouTube series. Just like traveling, like seeing different casinos. I wonder
how it would be like, recording in casinos. I know they'd be a little weird. Some people do them, Johns. We have to look into it.
That would be fucking cool. That's actually a cool idea. That could be like a YouTube series and like I don't know. Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, we have to see how we could pull that shit off. Yeah.
All right, let's head to the All-Star event.
All-Star
grades.
All-Star.
Is there a specific event that you want to start with?
We should just go in order. We could start with the celebrity game and go for the skills competition to 3 points.
Okay. So what did you think about the celebrity game?
That shit is garbage, bro. We gotta get that shit out. We gotta do something different with the celebrity game.
Also,
man.
That was the only thing on outside of a couple college basketball games after the Eagles
Yeah,
parade.
because I think to kick though, I have an idea to save I have an idea to save a couple of these things, but the celebrity game specifically, I don't know if you've been paying attention. I think it's probably like you got to be really niche basketball on YouTube, but there's like a big space for YouTube 1v1s, YouTube 2v2s, like even these past D3, D2 guys, even past D1 guys that just go to different runs and shit. Like they had the one bull playing it the one year. I forget his name, the white bull. Tristan Jazz. And like they had him play, but it was just him. I think with the celebrity game, but you see Ball is Life does it a good bit. Where they have a lot of hoopers come on their show. Overtime has a good bit of hoopers come on their show. And there's a couple other like, they got like 100K, 200K subscribers, these lower key, little like runs, basketball, little channels that they have some people come on their show. I think they should have like majority of those guys, like the YouTube hoopers and shit like that. Let's say you have 10 people on each team, just 5 stars and 5 subs on each team, 20 people. I think out of the 20 people you have in the celebrity game, I think like 10 to 12 of them should be like YouTube hoopers and shit like that. Cause there's certain rivalries and certain like beefs and shit that they have in that little YouTube space that they could boil over to the game. And then it'd be just funny. Like you have Drewski out there, you have Tio out there. So it's not super, super serious like that. Like I know they want to have some comedic relief in the celebrity game, but there's still hoopers out there that you like, yo, who is this? Like some people that they have in the, it's called the tournament, the $1 million tournament. Some people that play on those different teams, have them come out there and play out there. Some people that play in the Big Three, have them come out there. So it could be a little more of a run, but then we can still have Drewski, still have T.O., like the top celebrities, the people that will just know off of sight. Not like, they had some people at the free throw line, they like showing up like what they do. Like, no offense, like you a great actor, whatever. If they got to show a little slideshow of what you do when you at the free throw line, no offense. And you can't even really hoop for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Like, just get out the way. Let's have it be like the 10 to 12 YouTube hoopers that maybe the fans can vote on. And then you have, you know what I'm saying, Kevin Hart at this point, Blake Drewski, T.O., Randy Moss. Start filtering those guys in. But I think having all the celebs that don't really hoop like that, it's like this shit. Ain't nobody watching that shit. I tapped in to see what Drewski was doing for like 5 minutes. And then it was just like, bro.
Well, I think they were trying to do that just because those celebrities would bring their viewership there that they're normally not watching
for a second, but then the basketball's so bad where it's like, bro, what the fuck am I doing with my time?
But Kai was there just like airballing threes.
Yeah, Kai, bro, you could have had literally 12 people in like Drewski, Kai, T.O., and we at like 14 right there. That we can fill in some slots, but not 20 celebs that can't hoop. That shit terrible, bro. But yeah, that's what I'll grade it out of 10. I'll give that shit like a 3.
And then, out of 10, I was right around there, 2, 3.
I get that shit like 2, 3.
It wasn't. We were just kind of almost forced, and I hate to say this, but like we were almost forced to watch it. There's nothing on.
Fuck yeah.
Like it was after the parade. Like there's literally nothing on. There's nothing to watch. And then Rising Stars
I think was cool.
I thought it was pretty good.
So Rising Stars out of 10.
Linsanity coaching.
Yeah, I'll probably give that like a 7. I thought it was cool. I always like Rising Stars. There's usually some good moments in Rising Stars. I just like seeing the young players out there competing. I like the Rising Stars usually. I think the Rising Stars is one of the more like I don't know the word. I don't want to say like the best because it's not that it's great. I think it's just it's more like wholesome. Like you can tell some of the guys appreciate being out there. We had the Thompson twins had a couple moments. You know what I'm saying? I'll fuck with the Rising Stars. I'll give it like a 6.5, 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was like a 7 for me.
Yeah.
It was pretty exciting.
Yeah, I just like seeing the young guys out there.
And you felt like Zach Edey was playing.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
You get these guys that
they seem to be appreciative of the moment too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's a bigger stage where more you would assume there's more eyes that are on them. Even though people are trying to say that there's a huge decline in All-Star games around the entire sports world, which is true. 100% true. There's no dig on that. Then let's go to the skills competition.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the Spurs for a second?
Wemby,
what are we doing, brother?
Not even Wemby. It's not even his fault. That was his captain's fault. You know, Chris Paul put him on that because you see when they came over and told him he was disqualified, Wemby was like actually upset, and Chris Paul sitting there laughing. That's all like Chris Paul old ass in there. He in his like
trying to finagle the system.
He in his 18th All-Star. He don't even care no more. That's why if we were to substitute anything for the one-on-one competition, it should be the skills competition. But for some reason, I don't know. I don't know how old the viewership is, but like I feel like when I was a young kid, and it could just be the nostalgia of me, probably just the nostalgia, and I was just so young. I was low-key like interested in the skill competition, but I didn't really watch it for real, but I was interested. Like you would get like D Will, you would get like Rondo in there. You know what I'm saying? You would get Nash in there. Some guys I'm like, oh, what he about to do? Okay. But I'm still wasn't really locked in. It was kind of just like a little throwaway little thing. But if they were to substitute anything for the one-on-one, I think they should substitute. The skills competition is a fucking joke, bro. I was watching that shit because the fucking the USA Canada game was on. And I was watching that. I had the skills competition on primarily, but I'm watching that shit like halfway even. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, if anything, I would probably grade it like a 4. Because it's just so phony. But if they were to substitute anything for the one-on-one, I would say they substitute the skills competition for the one-on-one, bro. Because that shit is kind of phony.
I wasn't really super impressed with it. I mean, it's just like it's a glorified relay race.
It's the same shit every year too.
Yeah, it's just a glorified relay race.
Yeah, I would substitute that. I would substitute the skills competition. That shit gotta go.
Yeah, I wasn't super fond of that. Something I was relatively fond of was a 3-point contest. We saw Tyler.
Damn, you should have took your white boy, bro. I feel you shouldn't take your white boy, man.
Tyler Hero plus 450 with the big cash.
Yo.
I had Dame Time just
not
because.
Not a bad pick at all. 2-time winner.
I was just going for the 3-peat.
Plus 250, yeah.
I didn't really, like, looking at the board, I was just like, I mean, I saw Brunson in there as a homer. He was plus 800. Was not taking that. But, like, you know, Buddy Hield was another good pick. He snapped. But I was just rooting for the 3-peat at that point, and he fucks up on his money rack. Yeah. And then I think he needed to get 3 of his last 6, and he missed the starry ball and then went 2 of 5, and that would have advanced him. And the 2-time back-to-back champ gets eliminated in the first round. But shout out Hero for the plus 450 cash. I didn't have it, but wish I did.
I was watching Buddy Hield. Is funny, bro, because if you look at the last couple teams he's been on, Warriors, Sixers, Kings. Yo, he treated his fucking 3-point contest the same way he's treating his vet career with runs with these teams.
Yeah.
First round, because think about this. When he first gets to a team, he's always snapping. First month with the Warriors, snapping. First month with the Sixers, snapping. Teams like, yo, how the fuck we get Buddy Hield for free? First round of fucking 3-point contest. I'm pretty sure he dropped 30. He was cashing shit first round. First
31.
round 3-point contest was like Buddy Hield's first month with any team he's ever been on. How the fuck, yo, Buddy Hield? Why'd I take Buddy Hield? Damn, how we get Buddy Hield? Then you get this. He sits down. The month passes by. We get acclimated. We get some film on Buddy Hield. Second round. Breaking everything. Now motherfuckers want to trade Buddy Hield. Why the fuck Buddy Hield on my team? I keep looking at the scoreboard. Damn, why Buddy Hield go 1 for 11? Damn, why Buddy Hield go 2 for 9? That was the second round of Buddy Hield. I thought that shit might have been the funniest part of the All-Star or the 3-point contest. So I'm like, yo, this is legit a microcosm of Buddy Hield on every single team he's been on. First month, first round, I'm him. Second round, second month 3, month 4. Motherfucker can't throw a rock in the water.
I'm like, this is insane word at you, by the way.
This is Buddy Hield personified. But it's still my guy though. But like, first round, I'm like, damn, why did I bet Buddy? I remember I'm looking at we look at the lines for the 3-point contest. You could have taken 20 plus. You could have altered him 30 plus. I'm like, damn, I could have got rich off of Buddy Hield. Then you look at the second round, like, nope, he was not cashing you for shit.
24 for Hero is what won it in the second round to cash his plus 450 there. Look, I mean, it was fun to watch.
I'll probably give it a 6. Just because we didn't have, and I think about the 3-point contest, which is different, is like, we get so used to like seeing Steph in there, Clay in there, like real, like real anomalies. I don't want to say the guys in the 3-point contest this year were regular people because Tyler Hero, Dame, Buddy, Jalen Brunson. I
want to see Dante DiVincenzo back.
These are elite 3-point shooters, but it's funny how like, the drop offs are so noticeable when you go from all time 3-point shooters and then like to elite 3-point shooters. So I think that was a little bit of like this transition.
I do think though with the 3-point contest,
but I like 3-point contests. I think
it's always going to be entertaining.
It's a vibe. It's just a vibe, bro. Like I like it. See, the only thing I think maybe, and this could be nostalgia talking. I feel like growing up it was a little more. I don't want to say competitive, but like I didn't see no guys on the sideline like, you know, pissed when the guy passes them on the last rack, or it's a sweat last rack. I have 19. This guy's be my target scorer, and I'm standing up, like kind of excited. Like Tyler Hero, wasn't a motherfucker. I forget who went last, who was the last guy before him, but he wasn't shooting last, and he was sitting on the bench. He was sitting on the side, just like, You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, like, he about to beat you for the, yo, like, you don't care. That's the only thing wrong was, I feel like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they wasn't doing it back in the day. But I feel like back in the day, it was, you know, waving a towel, jumping up and down. They doing a little side cam. One cam on Steph, one cam on Clay. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, what a competitive job. But I still give it like a 6. Just because the only reason I think it was a drop off just because the guys wasn't as good as Steph and Clay. But I think it was still cool. I fuck with a 3-point. You know what I mean? That's one of my favorite competitions.
I still think the 3-point contest is going to be entertaining,
yeah,
no matter who it is. And then we get to the dunk contest with Mac McClung. Thank you so much for putting this shit back on the map.
Facts.
You got Ja Morant tweeting about it. You got Giannis tweeting about it. Quote tweeting.
They capping though. We know they capping.
Yeah.
We've seen this before. I've seen this movie before. Motherfuckers I'm happy they talking though. I think we can maybe get Ja.
And Mac said after that, you know, when he was talking to, you know, Lefko and them after. He said this is probably it for the dunk contest. He said he never prepared for a contest this hard in his life, and he just won 3 straight, back to back. I think he's good.
They showed the thing. This motherfucker has won 3 dunk contests, and he's made $300K from that shit, and he's made $182K from his career. We gotta start paying for promo. We gotta start paying for promo. You gotta give him $1 million to show up. Give him $500K to show up. Like, give Zach LaVine $1 million to show up.
Even Kenny said after one of his last dunks, Kenny said on the broadcast, someone has to give him an opportunity to play in the league.
They have. The Sixers have. The Lakers have. He's 6'2", bro. He's 6'2", and he can really just dunk for real. He a G League player. He might be able to get back in the league for some hard work, but he's 6'2", bro. It's hard, bro. You gotta be special at it. You gotta be Ja. 6'2" to really make it in the league. He in a tough spot. He a dunker, bro. He Nate Robb. Nate Robb was a little better, but like, yo, he in a tough spot. They gotta pay him to come to the dunk contest, bro. Pay him to show up. What we gotta stop doing is, I like Stephon Castle there. Stephon Castle was doing his thing. He had some solid dunks. I can't lie. Like in a lot of other years, he could have won that, John. But I like Mataz Buzelis. I like him. They call him Boozy Vert in Chicago. I like him. He
jumped over the car and they said, "Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Mac."
Yeah, like nah. That was different. But like we got Andre Jackson in there, Buzelis. Like we gotta get some better names in there. Mac's different though. I think the best part about Mac's shit is like it's just like watching Zach and AG. You need to replay to see what that motherfucker really just did. Like he's
the one off the backboard. They were like, let's make sure he touched it.
Bro, he's touching the rim. He's catching it in reverse and spin it. Like he's fucking crazy, bro. They gotta start paying him to show up. Dunk contest for me was still like a 7, but we just can't have the Andre Jacksons in the Boozy Verts of the world. Like that's where I need Ja and them to not be playing around, bro. But I think Giannis can't be, bro. He too tall. Like Giannis ain't gonna be. Come on, bro. Giannis. You want to see Giannis in that John? I don't want to see Giannis in that John, bro. I'm cool. I see Obi Toppin before I see Giannis in that John.
I don't know if he can be as creative with him being that big.
He's tall, bro. He's too big. I'd rather see Obi before I see fucking Giannis. But like Ja, give me Ja. Like I said, give me Ja, give me Ant, give me Zach, and then give me Mac. And we throw Mac a mil, throw Zach a little, and then we could be good. Like my man Mac. It's not even his salary. He getting 6-figure incentives. It's doctors making more than he got on the dunk contest, bro. We gotta start giving Max some cheese, bro. He's saving this shit. I don't even know if he's saving this shit. He's keeping it entertaining. Just for one guy, for real.
Because again,
Stephon Castle did
think about it like this too. Most people saw what Mac did on social media.
Yeah, that's true.
Weren't probably watching that shit live.
Yeah, we was tapped in, but yeah, that's
so like media. Talk about bringing it back. Oh, maybe next year if he's in it again, I want to fucking watch that shit live.
I'm sorry, Mata, but nobody wants to see Buzelis miss 8 dunks and still get a 40. That's insane. How you miss 8 dunks and you still got 40? Don't nobody want to see Andre Jackson miss 3 dunks and then stop going for the oop and then just throw one down? I'm like, man, come on, dog. We need to substitute some better guys in there so people can actually watch. Like that's what makes the dunk contest watchable. Like, bro, PG was in the dunk contest. I'm pretty sure was it PG? I think PG was in the dunk contest and when he was young, boy. But it's still people like the 4th guy still has to be watchable. Now he might not have as good a dunk as the finals guys, but it still gotta be watchable. Like Andre Jackson was not watchable, bro. That's why I still gotta give it a 7. We just need more watchable guys in there. So I hope people take heed. Zion, you know what I'm saying? We like to see you in
I'm
there.
going to give it an 8 just from the excitement that Mac brought and knowing
Big
that.
Mac was crazy.
I mean, he was minus 175 to win this thing.
And more.
and to
should've
show
hammered
what
it.
he did.
I should have hammered that.
I
shit.
put him in a parlay, and that's the parlay I sent you. That was with
I
Dame.
should have
But
hammered that shit.
that was just unreal. And then let's go to the game. Let's go to the All-Star game.
Yeah, the game.
Did you see Trent's cash, by the way?
What do you have?
He had everybody for unders, and he put 1,000 on a hit for 25K.
Yeah, boy, Trent. They say you don't know what you're doing, man, but you keep hitting.
He
these
literally
tickets.
and he said it too in a video. He said, I literally just scrolled through and hit less on like fucking 6 guys.
That's the bid. That's some sharp shit though. 40 target score of 40. But there's one thing I seen. So the game itself. So I actually thought the games were more competitive. I actually enjoyed watching the semifinals. The final was a little. And the only thing about the final that I think made it not like the start of the finals was good, and then they had that break for like 15 minutes to honor people and whatnot, and then they came back out and the guys was flat. This is what I'll say. So I got this off of Twitter. Some dude posted this. It was on Twitter, but he posted it off a post that was from Reddit. 42 minutes of actual basketball was played in the 3-hour All-Star game. Minutes breakdown. Intro with ads, 30 minutes. Pre-game talk, 10 minutes. Game 1, Kenny versus Chuck, 12 minutes. You see a theme here. Mr. Beast Challenge, which I think was cool, but we don't really come to see that. That was 5 minutes. Then you get Game 2, Rising Stars versus Shaq, 16 minutes. Then you get music performance. It was like E40 and somebody else, 6 minutes. Then you get Inside the NBA tribute, 9 minutes. So that's a 15-minute break off of a 16-minute game. Then you go to another 14-minute game. In the final, it was Team Shaq versus Team Chuck. After that, post-game 6 minutes. Analyst desk, game intros, segments, 22 minutes. Ads and total commercials, 80 minutes. Bruh, that's 42 minutes of game time. Oh, he already said it. 42 minutes of game time. 15 minutes for the music performance inside NBA. 5 minutes for Mr. Beast Challenge. It felt longer than 5 minutes for the Mr. Beast Challenge. So, like, I'm sitting there. I'm like, wait. I kind of low-key enjoyed watching this shit. Like, the games. It was cool. It was competing enough. It wasn't the full throttle, but we don't want no full throttle. We don't want to be a regular season game. It was cool. There were some one-on-one matches that was nice. Jaren Jackson was going at it. Kyrie sold. He had Wemby in a blender, sold. There were some moments that was good. But we got 40, 50 minutes of just side talk of podcasting. 50 minutes of podcasting with a Mr. Beast segue. What the fuck? Shout out to homie. 100K. He said he want to pay for college, help his family out, all that. That was cool. Bro, I'm trying to watch the game, bro. Because I'm, all right, to fix it, do the funny shit before the game start.
And then just go game by game? Is that what you're saying?
Like, and just go to the games. Like, and then maybe after both semifinal games, maybe do one little, bro, the 10 minutes to honor the Inside the NBA, they was dragging it, bro. The second music performance, dragging it. It could have been Kendrick Lamar. I'm not trying to hear another John, bro. They dragging it. But the game itself, I actually thought, like, the games was good. And people was criticizing the format. People, was a new format good, this and that. It's not. And this the one time Adam Silver, I'd be on Adam Silver top. Pause. I'd be on Adam Silver top, though. I can't blame this on him. He's trying to find any way to get these players to play. It's the players. And to me, the players was doing a good job up until the breaks. Like, you could literally tell in the final. The first to, I think they take a break at 20 or take a break at 30. Up until 20, it was pretty good. Like, there was some moments it was good. Bro, as soon as the team sat down and came back out, you could tell the game got so sloppy. Even the people were saying it. And then also, bro, we got to retire Kevin Hart, bro. Kevin Hart, like, how old is Kevin Hart? I'm going to look at, he like 50 years old, bro. I'm sorry, I got to look this up. Kevin Hart, like 50, bro. How old is Kevin Hart? He's 45, bro. Kevin Hart, like, it wasn't even, and I love Kevin Hart. That's Philly. I get it. That's my guy. But that shit, he kind of, can we say Kevin Hart kind of washed? He washed, bro. I'm not trying to listen to, like, they could have had Drewski up there. Drewski was already in Sacktown. He was already in the Bay. Why don't y'all have Drewski way hotter than fucking Kevin Hart? No offense, Kevin Hart. Why don't we have Drewski come up there? Kevin Hart, every time they kept pausing to bring back to Kevin Hart, you could tell, like Shaq was trying to let him talk, Ernie was trying to let him talk, and then the shit that he was talking about wasn't funny. Like, that shit was just, like, I'm just like, yo, what is he talking about? Like, and they would just go back to, I'm like, yo, this shit terrible, bro. Let's just have the game, bro. If anything, I think I would propose swap out Kevin Hart, put in Drewski, tell Drewski not to overtake the game, but maybe have him on the sideline walk around like an MC. Like kind of like some Rucker Park, some Harlem vibes, and he just talking about the game, but not overtaking it. But that Kevin Hart shit, Kevin Hart washed, bro. We don't want to hear from Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart was popular when Obama was in office. No offense, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear from Kevin Hart no more.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear from Kevin Hart no more. But I thought the game was cool though. The game. I feel like they could keep the format cut down on the fucking side on the podcasting, bro. We want to watch basketball, and then the commercials, and then the Kevin Hart. Let's chill on that. But the game, I'll give if we talking just the games, what was being put on the floor, shit, I'm like 7.5, almost 8. But the final kind of wasn't what I thought it would be. I thought the final was going to be more close. We might see but bro, you could tell when teams was getting to 30, they was playing defense. We getting guys picking up 94 feet. I saw Kyrie Jokic pick up 94 feet. I saw Wemby. Alfred Sengun let up a backdoor cut to lose the game in the finals. And Wemby was like, this nigga. I'm like, yeah, Wemby, this is the shit I want to see. So I'll give it like a 7.5. It was almost there.
Yeah, I was gonna go between a 6 and a 7 just because of it was still entertaining, and you could tell, like your big point at the beginning, they heard the noise at least from last year and years prior of the decline of the All-Star game, where they were putting in a little bit more effort than we've seen in the past. So at least that was exciting. But I mean, in terms of how you fix it, I don't know if you're ever going to quote unquote fix the problem. Mm-hmm. It's just by refining some of the major errors of lack of effort. Obviously, you brought up the big points of we're talking too much. Like, let's just show the game. You know, we're dragging certain things. There's certain things that, like, we want to see these players play in this. Mm-hmm. We don't want them to act like they don't want to be there. We understand you don't want to be there because, like, you want to break too. Also, like, the point that was brought up this morning on First Take was about LeBron James.
Yo, he was trolling.
And that
he was trolling.
We knew you weren't going to play.
He was trolling.
You could have given that spot to somebody else. That's what the big conversation was.
Yeah,
today.
he was trolling. He was trolling. I can't side with Bron for that. Maybe it flared up. So Shannon Sharp had made a good point. Shout out to Felipe. I know you're not watching, but maybe there's an off chance. I remember he told me to check out the nightcap. Bro, I finally watched the first nightcap ever after the All-Star game just because I was up. So I'm watching that shit. And Shannon was like, maybe, you know how your joints flare up on a flight? And you know how he took that like couple week break to get his ankle and foot right? So maybe it had flared up on a flight or something. Maybe it had flared up where you were just on your feet all weekend doing prep. But it's like, bruh, if you know you kind of on the ropes, just let somebody else go out. Like, what are you doing, bro? You could still get honored. You still got voted in the All-Star game, so it's still 22 or whatever, 20. I think it's 22, whatever it is. They still honor you. I think they still honored Anthony Edwards or some shit. Oh, I don't think AE sat out either. I think he didn't let somebody. But it's like, bro, yeah. I wasn't fucking with Bron for that. He should have let Norman Powell step in. But maybe, you know, these guys got egos. They still want to go out there. And, yeah, bro, you know Bron love it, bro. He's a love it. He loves it. He loves it. Like, oh, my God. So, you know what I'm saying.
It was still entertaining to.
He been doing something. He been doing some
it.
things over the years where I'm like, Bron, you act all right, man. I saw D Wade told a story. He was talking about the decision. He said that they was texting on like, I forget the exact dates, but it was around these times. He said they was texting on like July 5th, and they was like, we gonna do this. They was like, yeah, and D Wade was like, all right, I'm about to ink it. And then they was texting on July 6th, like, just some hype group chat shit, like, we really about to run the league, da, da, da. And then they said July 7th, they ain't hear from Bron. Bron ain't sent no text in the group chat. They was texting it, Bron ain't sent nothing. They said July 9th, Bron ain't sent nothing. And then they texting, you know, he doing the decision. So it's like, nigga, what? Like, were you coming to the heat or not, bro? I'm about to ink it. Chris Bosh, like, yo, I'm about to leave Toronto. I'm him here. I'm DeRozan before DeRozan, motherfucker. You about to make me leave. And now you go on ESPN doing this. Like, bro, you guy. You know what I'm saying? All right, Bron. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I smile. I watch Bron now. He might be a little crazy.
Keeping it with basketball in the college world this weekend, the SEC matchup for the
Monster
ages.
matchup. Shout out.
First time.
Iron Bowl, basketball, Iron Bowl.
First time in SEC history.
Yo, we used to see a 1-2 Iron Bowl in football. We got the 1-2 Iron Bowl in basketball in Tuscaloosa. It was lit. It was lit.
First time in SEC history.
I like
the hardwood, we're seeing 1 and 2 in the Iron Bowl. 94-84 or 85 Auburn win. The one thing I wanted to note about this is these are two heavily second half scoring teams. And if we look towards next month when we get to March Madness, I like doing a lot of overs in March Madness. First half overs especially, but looking at these two teams especially, second half overs, they both put up 52 in this game in the second half.
Second half over might be a look for sure.
Auburn this season's 15-10 favored towards the over, while Alabama's 12-11-2 with those two being pushes.
Alabama's numbers, I think Alabama's numbers might be a little higher. Alabama pushes the pace, bro. Like, bro, it was a part in that game. Second half, they try and work I think they worked the comeback. Nah, it was before they had to come back from 13. So it was a little contentious early in the second half. Auburn maybe was up by 4 or 5, make a little run. Bro, Bama had a couple bad possessions, bad shots. Oates is still telling players, run. Like, so with the second half over, because college basketball especially, basketball in general, but college basketball especially, second half usually is better offensively than the first half. Second half overs for both those teams in March is a good look. But, bro, Auburn, both those teams is tough, like, just in general, but Auburn is tough, bro. They are deep in the motherfucker. The freshman Pettiford had a good game. Then they got like 3-4 bulls off the bench that's giving them huge games.
They had 5 guys in double digits.
Janai Brooks was like, Janai Broom usually has a better, he still had a great game. And Pat, I think he rolled his ankle at one point in the game. Wasn't having his best game. You getting contributions from everywhere across the board. They real. I'm definitely going to be looking at more Auburn. I was already looking at them, but I'm going to look out for more Auburn. I'm going to definitely watch Pettiford. Like, I'm looking at players to watch in March. That boy Pettiford, even for being a freshman, bro, he just be making plays. I think he was like 0 for 7 at a point, came down. The game they was going back and forth. He came down, pulled a 3 beyond the arc to go 1 for 8. Like, just a fearless freshman. I was fucking with that game. Did you see what happened in Ohio State, Michigan? Speaking of Iron Bowl.
No, we're talking about the...
Bruh, so if you had Ohio...
No, I did not see that.
If you had Ohio State minus 1.5, I'm going to just tell you pouring one out for you right now. I'm going to show you what happened.
I looked at that game and didn't want to take it.
Was making a move on Danny Wolf. Danny Wolf's a hooper. You ever see somebody drop someone off the rondo pivot? He dropped him off the rondo and then airballed it off the rondo pivot, bro. You can't airball that, bro. At the crib, too, to go to OT, you can't airball that, bro.
Oh, my. Look at them. They're like, oh, they got their hands on their heads.
They standing up because he dropped them. You dropped them off the rondo pivot. That's tough. And then you airballed it uncontested, bro.
Oh, my goodness.
You could tell it's one of these. Because I don't know. So I'm not even trying to do like that, but you probably ain't never been there where, like, where you drop somebody and then
you ain't never been there.
I ain't even trying to do like that. Where you drop somebody and you so surprised you dropped them because you might do like a basic move. I remember I was playing up at Narberth League one time, and I came off a pick and roll, and I denied it, went behind the back, and boom, running shit. And I was like, oh, like, I didn't know what to do. I still had the ball in my left hand. I see him drop. I'm like, oh, shit, he dropped. And everyone like, go. I'm like, oh, yeah, oh, shit. Went to the basket. I ended up getting fouled. But it was like, it's that little half a second where you drop him. You're like, oh, shit, I really dropped him. And then he's at the crib. 83-85, 3 seconds left. You got Danny Wolf on you. They talking about, hey, first round draft pick, 7-foot point guard. Hit it with the rondo pivot, dropped him. He probably was like, oh, I really dropped him off the pivot. And then was like, oh, yeah, I got to score. And it was like, oh. And then he airballed that bitch. I was like, doggy.
Minus 1.5 bettors in pain.
In pain. Because you think we going to get momentum. We going to cash that shit. Yeah, that was fucked up, bro.
Damn, bro. Oh, man. I was looking at that game, too, and I was like, I saw the spread, and I was like, I'm not even touching it.
I wanted to take Ohio State so bad. So bad. Because so much of Michigan runs through Danny Wolf. We in Ohio State. They looking for a win, rivalry. I'm like, this Ohio State spot. Nope. I was thinking the same thing with the Bama game. I almost took Bama. I'm like, this is a Bama spot. Nope. So thank God I was chilling there. But yeah, that was fucking crazy. I'm pouring one out for my Ohio State bettors. I said, no, bro, Ohio State, y'all can't beat Michigan in nothing. God damn. Fuck going on over there?
Right.
I'm like the cat me when I'm talking about Ohio State. What the fuck going on over there? Y'all can't beat Michigan in nothing. Y'all at least beat them in volleyball season. Track, y'all get something. God damn. Get baseball back, college baseball back. Y'all can beat them motherfuckers in something, bro. God damn. Every time I look at Michigan, Ohio State, Michigan, they planting flags and y'all shit. That shit crazy. Oh, y'all won a natty, so my fault. They gonna come crazy at me for this.
Both of them did back to back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess they could beat him in something, but they still beat y'all that shit. I had Will Howard thinking about he about to get benched. Did y'all plant flags in y'all field? I told y'all boys to go back to church.
All right, I want to go to Hurts just for cam purposes.
Shout out MVP, motherfucker. Love Hurts. I need that hoodie. Need that hoodie.
Yeah, that was sick.
I need that hoodie in green though, because I'm trying to wear that joint in the stadium or something, or to like the bars. I need that joint in like.
They did that. I feel like they did that red because it was like red for the Chiefs. If they were,
Nah. I think Jordan
'cause,
Brand,
love
Jordan
hurts.
Brand, and then when he was with Oklahoma, it was Jordan Brand, little Oklahoma cross. Oh, maybe something like that. Yeah, I don't know why I did it in red.
It would be cool if it was actually
maybe
love
the
hurts,
maybe the love,
and it's red.
maybe the
Like,
maybe the Love Park theme or something.
Yeah.
I was trying to get that Jordan green, bro.
So I saw this on NFL on CBS. They made a clip of this from Pete Prisco. This was
What up, Pete?
Jalen Hurts or blank for the next 5 years.
Oh, okay.
There's a couple names here. You're just going to say Jalen Hurts or so-and-so.
All right.
We'll start with Jalen Hurts or Jaden Daniels for the next 5 years.
Wow. Damn, that's tough, bro. See, I'm gonna go with Jalen right now because Jalen's proven that he can win, he can lose, he can win the big games versus all the big quarterbacks. Not saying Jaden can't, but right now I'm gonna go Jalen. But Jaden right there, that's a good one to start with though.
Next, we'll go Jalen Hurts or C.J. Stroud for the next 5 years.
Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
I mean, we had that debate before the season. And
Yep.
I was still out Jalen Hurts.
And I think I said C.J. then, but
Yeah.
now I've switched and
Yeah.
I'm with Jalen.
Well, you thought he was going to win MVP, so
Yeah, which he fucking should.
you know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying? Too many guys went down. We lost Nico for a while. Stephon Diggs was gone. I was
He
betting
had a
on
chance.
the weapon.
He ain't
Tank
get a
Dell
chance.
went down.
He ain't get a chance, bro.
I was doing that based
you can run
on
that shit
the
back
weapons.
next year. Yeah, he ain't get a chance.
It was
bro.
good value too. It was like plus
It was
1,800.
good value.
Okay, Jalen Hurts or Justin Herbert for the next 5 years.
Jalen Hurts.
Okay. Jalen Hurts or Trevor Lawrence for the next 5 years.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, Caleb Williams.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts or Tua Tagovailoa.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts or Dak Prescott.
Yo. You know what's funny? Dak be catching some strays these days. I'm over because the Dak Jalen Hurts thing been going on Eagles Cowboys Twitter for like 3 years. So that's why I laugh because it's like I'm taking Jalen. But I saw a tier list and they was talking about like it was like franchise QBs and then like still got proved themselves or something. They didn't have Dak in the franchise QB. Like you think Dak? I think Dak a franchise QB.
This is a guy that was in MVP conversation.
Yeah,
last year.
I think Dak a franchise. I'm taking Jalen over Dak, but I think Dak been getting disrespected crazy the last couple of years. He's 31
years old, so that's why you're saying that. That's also why
I'm taking Jalen now.
And then lastly, Jalen Hurts or Baker Mayfield.
Jalen. Yeah, the only ones I think I had to think about
was Jaden Daniels.
I had to think about Jaden. I had to think about Herbert too. Herbert, I had to think about because I'm real high on Herbert. I think Herbert's a baller.
So let me
just. I think in terms of talent, Herbert is top 5. But the thing with Hurts is just proven like in the playoffs, in different types of ways, in different types of games. Something about that X factor, and then leading the team. How they like? There's a couple more things I'm looking at Jalen Hurts besides just the talent. Talent wise, I think Herbert's top 5. Talent wise, I think T-Law could even be top 10, top 5. But there's a lot of things that Hurts has over a lot of these guys. I even think talent wise, Jaden Daniels is already top 10. I just think in terms of delivering in January, delivering in December, I think Jalen Hurts has damn near mastered that. And, of course, dealing with expectations and media that comes with being in Philly, I think he's mastered that. So he gets an edge for me over a lot of those guys.
So I want to tell you what Pete Prisco had in this, and this is why I wanted to do this. He had Jaden Daniels.
Understandable. Okay.
He had C.J. Stroud.
Okay.
He had Justin Herbert.
Okay. That's okay with me.
He had a tie between Hurts and Trevor Lawrence.
A tie is crazy.
That's what I thought.
Ty is crazy. We was debating T-Law or Daniel Jones in this show, by the way.
By the way.
By the fucking way.
Yeah, no, don't forget that.
Ty is crazy.
Then he had Jalen Hurts over Caleb. He had Jalen Hurts over Tua.
Mm-hmm.
He had Dak over Jalen. And then he had Baker over Jalen.
Yeah, he's just sipping the Kool-Aid, dog.
I
just don't think people
what? And then I was just reading through the comments because I'm like, we have to do this on the show. And I'm reading through the comments, and these guys are like, what more does Hurts have to do?
Yeah, honestly.
The disrespect has been insane.
There's really only like 2-3 names there where I'm like, all right, you could think of, like I would if you wanted to make an argument for CJ in the year about this, you're being tough and this and that, and I would still want to still taking Hurts, but I'd be like, okay. If you want to make an argument for Herbert and you know what I mean, different coaches and lost his weapons, okay, I'll listen to argument. I'm still taking Hurts. You want to make an argument for Jaden Daniels, okay. But I think taking him over him and saying some of the names, Baker and T-Law, he acting crazy, bro. Yeah, we need to. Some people need to, you know what I'm saying? We need to get the bias off the mic before we get on the mic, man.
Okay.
It's all good, Brody. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
All right, let's head over to the 4 nations, Team USA, Team Canada. We are wrapping this thing up on Thursday.
I hate that's already over. I guess
yeah.
I can't go much. There's only 4 teams, but fuck.
And Thursday it'll be over. But one thing to note is this time last year we were watching the skills comp.
3-on-3s and shit.
And we're watching this level of hockey with the best on best hockey playing for their nations. Like, this is unreal. This is like and I think the best part about it is there's not much going on right now in the sports world. NBA is taking a break. NHL's obviously on their break, and we're watching this, not an all-star game. There's so many more eyes on this, and this is what can bring viewership back to the NHL and bring more viewership here.
I think it's really solid for letting guys learn players. Who had a big game? The Bull Larkin. Larkin had a really big
Larkin
game
from Detroit
for the Red Wings, and I might have caught maybe like 2 Red Wing Flyers games over the last couple of years, and like he's always out there making plays, but like I never knew how good he actually was. Then you see him out there skating around. For a Flyers guy, like seeing Samheim out there skating around, seeing Konechny out there skating around, some casual fans get to look at them. There was a play I'm watching. I'm flipping back from the skills competition over to the hockey game. It was the first period power play for Canada. I'm pretty sure McDonough said Marner to McDavid to Crosby to Reinhart, saved by Hellebuck. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. I'm like, what the fuck going on? I'm
crazy.
Like, what the fuck? Like, Marner to him, to McDavid, to him, saved by Hellebuck. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. And then I think too, like even these other teams have solid players. Like I think Lehkonen had a big game. The Kachuk twins. There's Rantanen. Oh no, Lehkonen's on Finland. Rantanen's on Finland. I'm pretty sure, right? Barkov's on Finland. Who's on Sweden? They got some players too over there.
Mika's over there having a good time. He's playing. Maybe this is good that he's.
Oh, is that who Rantanen's on Sweden? Oh, okay, my fault. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's helping like it's like, okay, these guys is not like watching certain guys on like the Sweden and Finland teams who be the top guys for these teams. Like, okay, they really not like they really can't.
And just the product that's out there, like
it's tough.
Even just watching Canada and US, like they're just so much faster than Finland and Sweden. Like they're just.
Yeah, I
better.
think it's crazy because like the bottom line players in like Sweden and Finland are probably getting gapped really bad by like the.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like Barkov and like Lehkonen, and then they cool, and then you go down to the bottom guys, third line on Finland, they be like, God damn, I'm getting fucking worked out here.
So what I want to do is rank my top 5 players between Team USA and Team Canada. I'm gonna go 5-1, and I'm gonna start at 5 with Austin Matthews. That's no dig to him. He's top 5, but we're picking between a boatload of guys on U.S. and more importantly Canada. Number 4, I'm gonna go Cale Makar, best defenseman in the league. Okay. He's top 4. People may want to put him at 3-2. I understand that too, but I'm gonna put him 4. I'm gonna put his teammate Nathan MacKinnon at 3. This is the reigning Hart Trophy winner. Won it last year. He's leading in points this season.
So is McDavid faster than him?
Yeah, he's. Last year he won fast skater. McDavid's fast skater.
Okay, all right. Because McKinnon be moving out that bitch.
Yeah,
bro.
he's fast.
And he's big, like.
But I'll keep McKinnon at 3, and then number 2, I'll go Connor Hellebuck. This is goes to show in best on best hockey, you need best on best.
He's different, bro.
Mind in the net. So I'll put Connor there too, and then obviously number 1, Connor McDavid. He is just electric, and seeing him work with the guys on Team Canada just elevates what we see on a nightly basis in Edmonton. So Connor McDavid at 1.
No Kachuk.
No, they didn't make my top 5. If you look at those names, Connor McDavid 1, Hellebuck 2, McKinnon 3, McHale 4, Austin Matthews 5. It's no dig to anybody else, but where are you going to fit the other guys?
Yeah, that's tough.
So there's my top 5 there. And this has just been an unbelievable showcase.
I have a question because I was thinking about this more towards NBA, right? But I'm thinking about what this 4 nations, right? Only 4 teams, but like, so with the NBA, it was 4 teams, and the one team was a rising star team. And then the one thing that Draymond Green had a problem with was that they not really all-stars playing All-Star Sunday. So I saw people on Twitter saying, what if we did an all-star snub team? That would be fire. Because you have 3 teams that was drafted, and the 4th team be the all-star snub team, and you would see guys like Norman Powell on that team. You would see guys like Sabonis. You would see guys like Tyrese Maxey on that team. Maybe De'Aaron Fox on that team. Some guys coming out there for some real vengeance.
Maybe Josh Hart.
Josh Hart could be on that team. Probably not. But Josh Hart could be on that team. Shout out Josh. But like, you have that be the first one. Because they did the OGs versus Rising Stars, which I liked it. Maybe some pride from the OGs. But what if you did OGs versus the All-Star snub team? See them guys out there really competing. Snub team. And someone had an idea that was like, if the snub team beats an All-Star team, they take all the All-Star teams drafted guys, like they strip them of their all-star status and they give it to the people on the snub team if they beat the one team. I thought that was a fucking great idea.
Those are both good ideas, but what I also saw too in conversations today, also conversations after the All-Star game concluded, was let's give them one more go at East and West and see what that does.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'd be down with that to see. I like the target score. I think the target score. So the target scores is like the ones there was like also the 2020 All-Star game people talk about. I think it was maybe 19 or 18, maybe one after that. Where like target scores were actually pretty good with the fourth quarter. I actually kind of liked it. But then like with the hockey thing, I don't know if they could do 5 teams. Right, 5 teams probably hard. But like, what if they had like an all-world team on top of the other teams? You could see like what's it called? Like, Igor's not in this, right?
Yeah, Russia's not here.
Draisaitl's not in this.
Panarin's not there.
Panarin's not in this. You could get an all-world team popping. Like that could be a little. I don't know how that would work with the hockey team because obviously then we had 5 teams, so it's fucked up. But I think the all-star snub team would go crazy, bro. I think that would go crazy. No cap.
We got to get our asses to a hockey game before this damn.
Facts. Hockey games are vibes, bro. Hockey games are up there, bro. I don't know where I'll rank the games. Hockey might be like, I gotta get to another football game, so I don't know. It's been a little bit. It's been like 2 years since I've been in the stadium. Hockey games might be reaching football game, and this sounds insane, but I like watching football games inside.
I like watching football games on TV mainly.
Yeah, you feel me? Hockey game, and I like hockey games hockey games in person. I feel like actually amplifies the experience
For sure.
I feel like basketball is like that as well. Where like you watch a basketball game on TV, you might not be as invested, but bro, I go watch these guys in person. For some reason, something happens, I just get locked in. Maybe because I'm a basketball guy, but baseball has that effect for me too. But I think baseball is just more fun to chill too. Like baseball might be the damn near best experience of just like
hang out with your boys.
Yeah,
you have a couple beers.
Yeah, you outside. It's nice outside. You go to the bar.
Absolutely,
the honeys look good. Like the baseball might be.
Remember when we went with the Yankees? We're just walking around the stadium. Yeah, we're checking out the store. We're going back to sit in the sun.
Baseball.
Day games over night games until the day I die.
You think so?
In baseball, day games over night games. I mean regular like.
See, maybe
playoff baseball. Give me the cold night games for sure. But
maybe I'm too aesthetic. Gen Z, Pinterest.
I'm talking May, June, July, August. Get me there at a 1 p.m. game.
I feel like that's fire.
That's where I stand.
You know what games? I've only been to maybe 3 of these games in total, but I think like the 4:05 starts.
I don't fuck with the 4:05.
The 5 o'clock. You don't like the.
I want to be there in the middle of the day.
I've been to like I think like 2 or 3 like 4:05, and then I think 1 6:05 start to where the sun's still kind of out and
then it goes down,
and you could see the sunset from in the stadium. That shit is fire, bro.
I'm also okay with a like,
and then you get like the day game vibes, then you still get the lights. You know what I'm saying?
I do like the 4:05 too. Also, like you can even argue a 7:05. Like on a Saturday night, because it's still sunny when you're walking in the stadium,
it's still hot.
And then the sun goes down. And for tailgating purposes, you can show up at the lot at 2 o'clock
and get real bad.
Pull out the Blackstone,
get real bad.
Drink all day in the sun,
get real bad.
Absolutely,
yeah, I like that.
Then you go in there and do double vodka lemonades.
I think I would put baseball games 1, bro. No bullshit.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Yeah,
and like I feel like I would be putting I hate to say it, but I feel like I would be putting. Everything included, I would probably be putting football last.
That, bro.
Take the price into it as well.
That's what I would start.
There's like, much
availability.
Less games, so the prices are always going to be more.
You get. I forget the number of 7, 8 home games. You might get one taken away because you send your motherfuckers to Brazil. You might get one taken away.
Dude, sitting low at MetLife because I'm a Giants fan.
Cost you a band. Oh, MetLife.
Like it'll be like $250, $350 to sit down low.
Bro.
I can go to like. If, we're outside of Philadelphia, so I could go to a Phillies game and sit 20 rows back for like $140.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's funny because I think bar experience, football game, like going to a bar for like a regular run-of-the-mill, I hate to say it because regular season football games all matter, but like October.
Yeah. Like
casino for like an October football game is kind of fire. Same way I would say like the bar for like a NBA playoff game. That's not game 6, game 7. I'm saying like game 1. Bro, I actually think I went to game 1. I forget what Sixers series it was, but I went down to Wicked Wolf with Dave. It was like game 1. It might have been the Knicks series. I think it was the Knicks series.
Last year, yeah.
Me and him went down to Wicked Wolf game 1. Like cool vibes. The energy is crazy because the first playoff game. I would think that's cool, but I'd probably put baseball 1. maybe put basketball too. Hockey's getting. I gotta go to more hockey games because hockey's getting. I haven't been. The Flyers been the Flyers, so I think a big hockey game TNT joint.
But even
might be like that.
You get even with like the Flyers not being
but
like
bro,
that
actually,
great. You
actually,
can.
No. I got basketball too because like bro, going to a playoff. Like I've been to like 3-4 playoff Sixers games.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, to me, just different, bro.
Even just seeing like the plays develop live, and then you see like a good passing sequence, and it leaves a wide open corner three, and you're like,
bro, playoff basketball games where everyone's standing up for every made basket, like to start the game. If someone makes a big three in the first quarter, everyone's standing up.
It's electric, yeah.
Like it's a little more like so, like where it's like you could rank them. Watch why guys will see a playoff hockey game. Playoff hockey game, probably
crazy.
Yeah, I think I might have to come back on these ranks. We might have to go to a playoff hockey game, and then find a way to a playoff basketball game, and then
play a little ranking.
Yeah, I need to get to a playoff hockey game.
All right, let's do neighbors, and then we'll save sellers for the opening of
that's
Thursday.
Cool. Yeah, because we was bullshitting. So I watched a Ross Tucker interview. He had Malik Neighbors on there. I'm pretty sure this was Radio Row. And then one of the questions he was doing all the regular questions like how the fuck did y'all not win the national championship, shit like that. And then he had asked him, What would your perfect situation be going forward? Like, he asked him specifically, do you want a young quarterback to grow with him, or do you want to have a vet guy come in, like a Sam Darnold come in and he already knows what he's doing to kind of grow with him? And then what Malik Neighbors said, what I thought was a really good answer, which I want to know what your thoughts on this. He said, I actually want both. In my perfect world, I would want us to bring in the Sam Darnold or the Aaron Rodgers or any name, the Jameis Winston, any name you can put in there, and then draft the quarterback. Mm-hmm. So there's no pressure on that guy because he had put it in his position. He was like, I was a first round pick, 6th pick, and there was still no pressure on me to save this team and save the season and resurge the franchise. Like, people wanted me to see me do good and put up numbers and stuff, but that had nothing to do with me saving the franchise and how good I had to actually look if I could really be the franchise guy or not. There was no pressure. But you could even draft, he didn't say this is just me adding paraphrasing. You could draft the guy in the second round. Motherfucker, Jalen Hurts' first couple starts, people was like, all right, is this guy going? Is he going? Yeah. Like,
could Dart be there?
Dart could 100% be that guy, like, where you bring a vet in and then you draft Jackson Dart a little later and have him develop. But, like, I can 100% agree. Like, I've been saying that on this podcast for years, that people need to take the Aaron Rodgers theory with Jordan Love or the Aaron Rodgers theory with Brett Favre. That,
absolutely.
Like, draft somebody and let them sit. And it's funny because the players are seeing it, too, to where sometimes I'd be wondering, like, I had always thought that players thought highly of the Bryce Youngs of the world and CJ Strouds of the world, even when he was struggling, or the ARs, you know, how right now he's struggling, or
Justin
Fields, how he was, you know what I'm saying? I think the players have always felt highly of them because they understand the position they were put in and how much pressure is there. I think Malik Neighbors saying that even amplify that even more for me. Like, I think some of these players, you know, you take the D tackle on fucking Carolina when they're struggling and Bryce Young struggling, and seeing the guys talk about it on Get Up, you think, what, did these guys ever listen to it and think like, yeah, this Bryce got crazy? Or they're like, nah, Bryce Young, and I think they more so think like, bro, they talking crazy about a 23-year-old. Like, I wish we had some of these show status when I was on my Justin Fields to start shit, and we could have had a player on to ask him. I guarantee they probably be like, yeah, Justin Fields probably, like, it's crazy, bro. But I thought that was really intelligent from him. I was actually really impressed that he was like, I want us to get a vet and then draft the fucking young guy and have him grow like that, which I thought was impressive, man. Because we're in this microwave mindset in the front office where we got to have that shit right now.
Well, you just talk about like the one main point that, you know, you brought up that he said is it's not fair to put all that pressure on a young rookie quarterbacks come in and quote unquote save the franchise.
It's not happening.
So
it's not happening.
I do believe Jameis could be the guy to come in and he, even if you start.
People don't even talk about it, bro. My fault to cut you off, but Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith for a year.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you were talking about James Winston. I like that name.
But even if you start the rookie,
right?
Just having the vet there to.
But
help
I think,
with
everything. I think starting the vet with the rookie causes problems, because I think that's what remember Andy Dalton with Justin Fields. They gave Justin Fields like 4 games and it was like looking all right, couple turnovers, and they put Andy Dalton in. I think you just start Andy Dalton. Like, you go, listen, Andy Dalton is our starter, and I think you just let it be known that he has a shorter leash, or if he starts acting crazy, we bring in a rookie, but we're not going to put the rookie in first. Like, I think putting the rookie in first is just set up a guy for failure, because then, like, I think Bryce Young dealt with it, where you start a couple games and you get pulled out because you're not playing well. He like, damn, then you start second-guessing your decisions.
The confidence.
You might feel kind of feel embarrassed because now it's an ESPN story that you got benched. Like, Andy Dalton gets benched. James Winston gets benched. They don't even care that Stephen A. talking about this. They're their 8th time going through it. Oh, they talking about me to get on first take. Ah, damn, I done lost my 8th job. They don't care. But to a rookie, it might be a little more controversial. That's why I'm like.
Let's remember, though, going back to Jameis Winston's point, let's remember he asked Saquon Barkley, who do you think should sign me? And he said, I think New York needs a quarterback. And he said, who, the Jets? And he said, no, the other New York
Bro,
team.
realistically, like, I don't, and maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't, and the Commanders made a couple moves. They signed some guys in the offseason, but I don't think the Giants are in a Commander situation to where if you bring in new energy, you bring in a quarterback that can revitalize the team. I don't think y'all are winning 10, 11 games. Like, I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think it's 10 or 11.
So I think you might as well just get Jameis Winston and just chalk another year.
And I do think you got to find a way to get another receiver to, compete with.
Is Wandell coming back?
Yeah, but it's like, right. I think Malik's one, and you need a solid two. Like,
I think Wandell's an all-star slot.
Slayton's not going to come back.
Yeah, goodbye, good riddance, my friend.
So thanks for putting it in all the time.
Yeah, no cap.
I mean, he would be an absolute stud in Kansas City.
That's how I feel about Wandell.
He would be a stud in Pittsburgh.
You put Wandell with fucking Pat. You talking about he might make a Pro? I swear to God, he might make a Pro Bowl with Pat.
And you also have to think, too, the biggest point with this is Brian Daboll and Joe Schoen are on the hot seat.
Absolutely. That's where it's hard, where it's like, can they throw away another – like,
I don't think they can.
Can
That's
you bring
the problem.
in Jameis? Like, you can't.
You got to go get another weapon. You have to be smart about who you're going to draft, and then you also have to have that backup be there as a backbone to help whoever you draft, whether it's Sanders, whether it's Ward.
I don't know what your money situation is, but I feel like best-case scenario at this point is – bring in Sam Darnold.
Got 47 on the cap.
Jesus Christ. But, like, you bring in Sam Darnold. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm just saying hypothetically, you could bring in Sam Darnold so you could make the excuse that we're trying to be competitive, because we don't know what Sam Darnold's going to look like in not a complete roster.
For sure.
In a great, situation that you had in Minnesota. So, but we can at least have the idea that we're trying to be competitive because we have Sam Darnold and he had a good year. He won 14 games last year. So we're trying to do something. And then you draft, like you said, like a Jackson Dart, or I don't think the Giants, they make their jokes about Mary, but I was going to say Jalen Milroe later in the draft, but I don't think he's going to do that.
I don't think
and you sit for a year, and then you let Sam Darnold do his thing, and then you move on. But I don't think, like you said, Joe Schoen has that amount of time. I don't think Brian Daboll got that amount of time, so they're in a weird spot.
I mean, if they are in another shitty situation, I think Colin Cowherd said it best. They'll both be gone by Thanksgiving, and we know that Daboll has the experience developing a young quarterback, i.e. Josh Allen. He has the ability to do it. Both of these guys do. They were both from Buffalo. Let's not forget that. I don't necessarily want to put all the hate and all the blame on Daboll. Like, you've just been given a shit situation. But let's put it behind us and find a way to put at least somewhat of a better product on the field, so then the Giants and their fans do not have to fucking sit through a new general manager and a new head coach again. I can't watch that again, because then you're bringing in a whole new scheme, and then everyone's learning a whole new book. And, like, I can't see that again. I'm happy that they stayed, because then everybody at least is, like, they know they're used to it. They're comfortable with what's going on here. We're not changing everything. So, again, we're going to be getting further and further into those conversations in 6 weeks or so. But for neighbor's sake, I like the 21 years old having that almost arguably a veteran mindset.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He ain't smiled all season. He said he ain't smiled all season.
Yeah.
He's put up numbers. He ain't smiled all season.
He definitely smiled after those 2 touchdowns in Cleveland. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Ross Tucker did give him some pride. He said that he told him to talk about the Cleveland game. He cracked a little smile. He was like, "Yeah, I did that." You know what I'm saying? That game was tough, though. But yeah, I like Malik, man. He's one of my favorite players. Y'all always do that.
We had this conversation this weekend.
Y'all got Saquon. Y'all got Malik.
Did you see the other stat? Last thing I'm gonna fucking say. Did you see the other stat about the Super Bowl? The Giants' first-round picks last 5 seasons have won a Super Bowl.
That's insane.
Kadarius Toney twice.
Wow.
Saquon.
Wow.
JPP.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, y'all. I mean, y'all the White Sox of the NFL. Y'all the White Sox. Y'all the Mariners.
I think
y'all the Nationals. Y'all the Nationals of the NFL. That's what y'all are. Good looks.
Just goes to show what happens when great players are put in.
Oh yeah, y'all
better
definitely.
situations.
No, y'all definitely the Nationals because Xavier McKinney could have won Defensive Player of the Year. You got Saquon. Oh yeah, Kadarius Toney. Oh yeah, y'all the Nationals. What's it called? Julian Love. Who? Oh yeah, y'all the Nationals for sure.
Leonard Williams. He's
Leonard
in Seattle,
Williams.
too.
Hey, y'all the Nationals.
I saw this one thing.
Daniel Jones about to go snaps.
Yeah, right. That's so like that will be one of the things we tweeted this weekend. I saw this from ML Football. It was name a player that doesn't look right in
Different jersey.
a different jersey, and this guy who runs that account was like, I'll start LT on the Jets.
Great pick.
So I quote tweeted it and put a picture of Saquon in a Giants jersey.
In a Giants jersey.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean,
well, he will go down in history as an Eagle. Yeah.
And like
That's
I'm joking,
bro,
but like
probably,
come on, bro.
That probably stings, bro. He gonna go down in history as an Eagle.
He said on the fucking bus when they interviewed him on the bus, he was like, I can't see myself anywhere else.
Yeah, he said he started one place, you want to retire there, and it doesn't go your way. Yeah, he's gonna be remembered as an Eagle. That is wild. Like
I think
maybe not, and I'm not when he first retires, but I'm talking like when you tell your kids about like, yeah, who do you play for? You play for the Eagles.
I think they'll know about I think what people are gonna think is that like when they explain it, they're gonna think that the Giants traded him to the Eagles because it feels like that in a sense.
It does feel like
so. I think people will be like, oh yeah, like that's the one trade we'll never forget, even though it wasn't a trade. It's like the thing, it's the same. What I compare it to is it's like let's just say Luka balls in LA with the Lakers.
Luka as a Laker.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like one of those things that can be very similar.
AD didn't get to retire, but it happened to AD. AD was a Pelican, and
yep.
You think AD? No, he a Laker. Yeah, he erased from Pelicans fucking history. That shit crazy, bro. Same with Drew. Drew not a Sixer, even though that's my Sixer. Nobody think about Drew Holiday as a Sixer, but nothing but Sixers fans.
But you know who they do? They do
Iggy too. Iggy remembered as a Warrior.
They think Ben Simmons though.
He out here hooping now. Shout out to my guy Ben Simmons. You ain't see the stat line? He out here hooping, bro. He say 100%, bro. Stop playing with my guy.
All right, well, let's not forget.
Let's
not forget, bro. You were holding a lighter to it 3 years ago.
I'm gonna bring the jersey. Yeah, but I ain't like the motherfucker. Though. That's my guy, bro.
I didn't like it.
That shit for the memes. I was trying to go. I was a young kid. I ain't know no better. I was trying to go viral. That's my guy. I might bring the jersey back out, bro.
Wait, you gotta wear it backwards too.
Nah, I'm gonna wear that shit forward. I'm gonna wear that shit with pride.
Yeah, but then you can show the name on it.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. That's a lot of dick riding. I don't agree with the level of dick riding people wearing the backwards in public. I don't like that.
I don't either.
I like the fit. I think the jersey's a nice fit. And that wasn't.
Shout out one last thing too. For the MVP that they do in the game in Team USA in their locker room, it's a Johnny Gaudreau Team USA jersey. So they say like they give it to the player who had the best game, and then like they pick for the next game. So it's like the Team USA MVP and like whoever got it last game like gives it to that player. It was Kachuk.
Brady or Matt?
Brady.
Yeah, I can't tell.
It was Matt in the first game.
I can't tell them two apart, bro.
One's got hair and one's got a receding hairline.
Oh, so Brady don't got no hair.
Well, it's like he's got a mad like
so that's Brady.
That's Brady. And then Matt's got,
that's
thing,
easy. Done deal. I got it now. Done deal.
And then it's cool. I only brought this up because you're talking about wearing it backwards. Like they're wearing it backwards, to show like Gaudreau. So I thought that was pretty cool nod from Team USA.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, we're out of here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube and Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Give us those ratings. What a show. We are working through these shows without the NFL season here. We're getting into college basketball, and the NBA and NHL regular seasons will return, as we will as well on Thursday. We will see you later this week.
Can y'all help creators? Let's start dropping lines like.
Yeah. We need to be talking about lines.
Like help creators, man. Help us. We can get people to, maybe not us, but we can help get people to bet on the game if you let us get a line. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Alex Jacobs, Manny Ruffin, all day bets. 2 weeks away, by the way. 2 weeks away from the Luka Mavs. So
wow.
2 weeks away.
Yeah. Oh, we got one in the future line.